pan the room, make sure that it says for people. There you go.
Alright. I just gotta record you, right?
Yes. Hey. So the speech is about why college-age students and high school-age students should attend theater. Right. So theater. It's a beautiful art form, but it's become readily apparent that as these younger generations are becoming of age, that they kind of are starting to lose interest in theater, and it's become either you're a theater kid yourself or you have no interest in theater, and that's a travesty. And myself and, well, multiple experts in the field all agree that if you're a high school or college age students, you should go out of your way to go and watch theater performances. For multiple reasons. For one thing, it's actually just entertaining and it can take up a few hours. And it's, if you want to kill some time, it's a great way to do that. Secondly, they come with a score of benefits. And I'll kind of get into that later. But why should you believe me? Well, for one thing, I was once like that. Like, I thought theater was kind of pointless until I worked on a theater show myself, and then I realized it's so much more than you could ever imagine. So let's go into each of these points a little further. All of their benefits can be kind of summarized down to these two sources. Science Daily in 2014 wrote, a study found that an increase in cultural consummation, tolerance, and knowledge came from people who attended theater. So what that is saying is basically those who actually go see theater shows have a direct correlation to be more knowledgeable and more tolerant and take in more culture than people who don't. But that's not where it ends. Education Next in 2015 wrote that students who were assigned to go to theater had basically increased knowledge of the actual plot of the play instead of just reading it, vocabulary of the time, and they have, like what the last source said, greater tolerance, and on top of that, some even reported the ability that they can actually start to read people's emotions better than they could before. And that kind of leads me to my next point. Theater shouldn't be something that you just take at face value. And I think that's why a lot of people don't really appreciate it for what it is, because people go in there and they see people go on there stage acting. And like I said in the intro, that's who I used to be. I kind of saw theater as something from Hollywood, except without the fancy editing and the special effects, so it's kind of pointless. Until I worked on the 39 Steps and I realized that theater is so much more organic and real, and it's honestly a completely different entity than anything that you would find in Hollywood. It's real. And for one thing, it's much, much more tough. Like, actors in Hollywood, they can take a scene as many times as they can. I remember in a documentary about The Room, which is the worst movie ever made, Tommy Wiseau had to take 4 hours to film a 7-second scene. But actors, on the other hand, when they're in theater, they have to get it right on the first time of the performance, or they have to think on their feet to recover. So to conclude, if you're a college-age student, you should attend theater shows, not only for the scores of benefits, but because it's a good way to help your local community, and it's honestly just fun. So I'll leave you with a paraphrase quote of what Dusty said to me. Theater is truly great, not just when the actors are enjoying themselves, but when everyone is. When the audience, the actors, the technicians, everyone. Thank you.